what's up, guys? We have a really cool project this evening. I bought this house last year and we have a bit of a tree problem. The trees out in the front yard are very overgrown, not trimmed, and they are just, they've gone crazy. They're in tearing on the eaves of the house, they're pulling on my Christmas lights, but they're very tall trees. They aren't something, and they aren't tall trees with huge branches that I can lean a ladder against. And I can't lean a ladder against the trunk because the span is too far. I can't reach out. So I've been trying to come up with a way for about 10 or 12 months now to trim my trees way up in the air, to trim those limbs in, trim in those branches. I've looked at different options. I've looked at like the Fiskars, the pole scissor clippers, and different types of options. Nothing is near tall enough. So we gotta make something. Now, I have a really cool tool that I've got to show you guys here, and this is going to be my attempted solution. Some of you guys might have seen these already. This is a battery powered little chainsaw. Now you guys will remember, or those who have been around a while know, I've worked with a company called banggood.com for a few years now. I know the site name doesn't sound great, but it's like an e-commerce Asian site, and they sell like a lot of like off-brand type stuff, and I've had good luck, really good luck with all that I've got so far. And this chainsaw, I've got to tell you, I got it several months ago. I've just been testing it and playing with it with branches and things like that. It is awesome. I asked for this. They asked me to pick something to review. I asked for this tool because I was like, man, if it works, what a cool tool to throw in the side-by-side, to throw on the quad and the skidoo or anything like that. It's very small, compact, super effective. Have a look at that chain. It's an actual little chainsaw style chain. You have the little rakers or your set, your teeth, link style. Very cool. There are a couple qualms with the chainsaw as it is, but we won't touch on that right now. What we have to do now is figure out how to get this on the end of a really long pole and have it functioning safely. Now I happen to have here a, what is this, 12 feet length? I have two 12-foot lengths of pin linkable, like galvanized steel tubing. Now this is going to be really cool. This is actually perfect. It's nice and small. It comes apart so it can be stored in 12-foot lengths. It's scrap, so it doesn't matter about cutting it up or welding onto it. And it's tall enough to get us up where we need to get. The trick now is to get this mounted here in such a way that we can be on the ground 25, 24 feet away and still be able to operate this saw. Out of all the different craft and hobby type work that I do, all the projects that I do, this type of work you see right here, this concept of work is my most favorite. It's the type of work I enjoy the most. The type of work where there's a problem that needs to be solved and you're playing with scraps and there's no money, no real money involved, there's no clients involved. You're just sitting, playing, and trying to come up with a solution to a problem. Of course, add tools into that mix, and it is just a good time. Throw on some music in the shop, and man, those are some of my most enjoyed times working. Okay, we have the first real trial or test fit here to see what's going on. So we will sit in this cradle, and this has a overmolded rubber grip, by the way, which is really nice, and it will also make it so that it's really sticky in our mold here. Now, because we've made it so that the pipe doesn't close all the way, we can't over tighten this, because we could tighten it to the point where we could actually split our handle or something. So if that's snug there, this is not the line I wanted, not the line hopefully that I have to stick with, but should help me get a trial run here. Let me see if my idea will work. So as we all know, sometimes what we come up with in theory does not work as well in practice. Now, when we pull down here, getting full compression without, I thought it would be more difficult, but that's actually really, really easy.
Here.
So what do you think overall? a very successful project. Worked good. It was a little bit hard to handle and maneuver when I was up that tall. Like I believe this is two 12-foot lengths, so 24 feet in the air, and it was pretty unwieldy at the top, but it worked really, really great. My design here for the throttle, very smooth and controllable, super easy, and easy to remove. I did that because I don't want to keep this saw in here. So remember, we did that hinge open design. All I have is one little screw to remove. This hinge is open, you pull the string off, the saw comes out, and it can sit in one tidy setup. You see I put it in these eye loops that I welded in, so it's very, very tidy. A saw like this works great because it is a chainsaw, so it's going to just hold whatever you have into itself. Where I thought about, you know, I have the Dewalt battery powered reciprocating saw. I was going to throw that up top of there. That would be a lot heavier, but it also is going to push your stick back and forth, which is not the best up that high. The only other thing that I did have intention to do was put like a lever throttle down in the bottom, so you squeeze the throttle, pulls on the string. But then I thought about it, and I wanted this to be able to run it either at the 12-foot length, which I use quite a bit today, or easily throw on the pole and run it 24 feet tall. And if I was to put that throttle mechanism on there, I could make it so it was removable, and I could put it on the 12-foot one or put it on the 24-foot pole, but it would just make it more hassle. And honestly, it's super easy just to run with the string. It actually worked well. You've probably seen in some clips. I was actually kind of maneuvering it because of one hand here, this hand out a little bit of leverage, and it worked well for handling it. So I'm going to leave it just like this. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions on how to improve it, let me know. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more great content. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.